Hey, welcome back to 7 Minute Stories. I'm here with Josh Randle. Say hi to everybody, Josh.
Hello, everybody.
And Josh is going to be talking about his 7 minute story. So I think we're going to start at the beginning and work our way to the present, right?
Yeah,
All right.
beginning of the spiritual journey here. Yeah, so like Pastor said, my name's Josh Randle, and just kind of want to give you guys, my story. From when I was a little kid, grew up in church. We got married and were away from it for years and years, and just didn't know how much damage it was causing. Not being fully engulfed the way I should be, and for a lot of years we kind of scrambled around and went from church to church. My wife Samantha and I, we've been married now almost 20 years. Have three beautiful kids, but we eventually ended up here in Gardner, Kansas, after traveling around a little bit, and through the youth group, found our way to New Life. So a little plug for how important it is to have the youth in church.
Was it Kinsey that got invited to the youth group first?
Yeah,
Your
it
oldest
was
daughter?
my oldest daughter. Yeah, Mackenzie. Got invited by the neighbors, and then we kind of reluctantly made the younger one go, and one day my wife said, "You know what? I'm tired of sleeping in on Sunday mornings," and she came without me and came home and said, "Hey, I think you're gonna love this," and that's the end of the looking for church story, but the beginning of the new beginning of my spiritual journey. And like most, I came to church every Sunday and was kind of a wallflower for a while. You sit in the back until you get a feel for things, and you're scared and you don't want to move and put your hands up. So, you just kind of try to hide. And for whatever reason, I mean, whether it be just me being a little braver or God putting somebody in my seat and having to move forward, I wound up, at the front of the church and more involved. And the more I stayed, the more I loved it, and the more I started listening when they talked about the opportunities that were in the church for helping others, helping here, serving at the church, and geez, to be honest, I can't even really remember where it started. Actually, I believe it was just setting up a simple thing like coming in and helping the kids pastor, Pastor Nick, set up for Sunday mornings and making sure the place was clean and the toys were out and the games were out, and there was a great place for the kids to come and just kind of hanging out. Still really didn't know anybody, but I had picked my Bible back up, and it was a good thing. And
I remember that was kind of the time where you carpeted the Kids World building, and we were like, there's this guy, Josh Randle. I think he does flooring. Like,
yeah. That was probably my first service project here, and first of a few now. But I guess that was just one little sign of me jumping in head first, and then came the missions trip opportunity to Mexico, and they had gone the year before, and again I was not really interested, still a little nervous, still a wallflower on the back wall, and I thought, you know what, not only do I want to go to this, I want to take my teenagers. So we loaded up the family with the help of Pastor Lucas and a number of the church family, and we went down, and I think 20 of us, 25 of us,
yeah,
something
20,
like that.
22 of us.
A good number, including a good number of youth who got a great experience down there. We went down and we kind of lived with the locals, and we camped, and we built a couple houses down there, and that was the big eye opener for me. That was the first epiphany of the first thing that made me really question, to see what kind of poverty and what kind of conditions these people are in down there, and just feel the love that was from them. And the whole time I'm back here with everything I've got, just praying for things to be different, and nothing's changing. So that was the first idea that maybe I just wasn't diving in deep enough, and wasn't looking in the right spot. I gave me a feeling like maybe I'm doing something wrong. And I came back, I felt like a new person, and I really focused on it for a while. And like you do, things started to kind of slide back into normalcy. And I'm in church every Sunday, and I'm Googling what scriptures to read when, I've got a problem, but nothing had really changed. And then again, I believe it was Pastor Nick, come up to me one day and said, "Hey, we take a yearly trip down to Texas, and we go to this conference called C3, and we would like you and Samantha to come with us and experience it with us and kind of come check it out." We were going to learn how they did things and try to, further ourselves and the church in general. And so we went down on that, again, not really knowing what to expect. Again, got in a van with some people I didn't know, and
That seems to be the theme. Is you get into a 15-passenger van with people you didn't know.
Windshield Time is really good. Windshield Time is a great way to build relationships, especially sitting next to your pastor in a Mad Max movie flying through Mexico in a 15-passenger van. But anyway, so we headed down to Mexico, and man, that was, again, just the level of love that you feel from everybody, from the front door to the messages you hear on stage. It just really lights you up. It really sets you on fire. And we spent a great week down there. Getting to know, again, people from the church and hearing some great speakers, in person that you wouldn't normally get the chance to hear. And I really soaked that up, and I took a lot of it home with me, and just the aura that came from some of those people, I wanted that. I wanted to, I thought, well, that's the level I want to be at, that you walk by those folks, and the love just exudes off of them, and that was the level I wanted to be at, but still wasn't sure how to get there. And again, back to the same routine, in church every Sunday, but I felt a little more prompted to search a little more. So I started picking up a few books and reading a few things on my own time, and then, like you tend to do, I found myself struggling, kind of entering a season that wasn't good, and I was getting anxious, and things were changing inside of me, and even though, Sunday really spoke to me some days, it was gone by, lunchtime Sunday afternoon, and I don't know, it was kind of worrisome for me. I couldn't find my way out of that space, and I wasn't sure what was causing it, and one day I came in, and I talked to some other guys from the church, talked to Pastor Lucas, and I asked him to, pray over me, and I came into church, and we had a little prayer meeting where I kind of opened up for the first time and let go and invited the Spirit in and confronted some of the roots of some of my problems, and man, I'll tell you, that was the day that really changed things. I left with a peace that was on a different level, with just finally having laid it all down, and finally opening up more and letting the Spirit in, and from then I've Scripture started pouring in. When I had any problems at all, I knew the answer. And it just, a peace in all life came over me, and an unexplainable just peace came over me, and that's stayed with me to this day. I'd say this has been, oh geez, I don't even know.
It's probably been like 6 months, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe even closer to a year. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but now I feel like I know where to go, and all I've really done is just accepted the promises and the gift that we were given, and man, it's really changed me, and I love to share that with you guys. I see so many people, living where I was, anxious and worried and stressed about day-to-day life. I run my own business. I always have, and that's, day-to-day life can really get you if you let it. And you start to sink into a lot of traps, and they, you let the devil in a little bit, give him a little bit of space, and man, he'll fill it up quick. So, I got in the habit of when I felt something was wrong, or when I felt an urge coming in, of just, like I say, accepting the gifts that I have, listening for, praying to the Spirit, and listening for the words, and listening for the advice, and trying to put that into action. And to this day, I'm in a better place, right down to to this very day, I got some bad news, and it's okay. You know, I'm able to accept it because of my just the complete path, every little step and every little piece and everybody I've met, and so yeah, it's just the culmination of all my thoughts of am I doing this right? Am I praying right? Am I am I serving enough? Am I treating people good enough? And all those worries I had, I just like I say, I lay that all down, and I let the Spirit guide me now, and I ask every day for guidance in my life and in other people's lives. You know, the people that I'm around on that day, and yeah, it's a different world.
That's awesome, man. How long was that, like start to finish? Like how many years? What, like 3 years?
I'd say 3. Yeah, I'd say 3. I started coming to New Life. We're kind of up on this about between 5 and 6 years ago, I'd say.
Yeah.
So, I would urge anybody listening out there to not wait 3 years to get plugged in. We have a life group at our home now, so if anybody needs,
Yeah, you guys' life group is going like gangbusters. It's great.
we're excited to get back to it. We're on a little break, but we're excited to get back to it. But yeah, get involved because there's people here that love you. There's people all over Gardner that love you, and that'll help you through those times, and in turn, you know, give you the tools to stay in a good place and help others. So,
Well, it's fantastic, man. I love seeing what God's doing in your life, and I love seeing you grow. So thanks for coming on and sharing your story.
appreciate it.
We'll see you guys next time here on 167 with 7 Minute Stories.